Good morning, everyone. We are Group 5 presenting key operating ratios of room division. Today, we will compute the hotel occupancy statistics of a selected hotel based on the given formula and known the hotel revenue statistics after the end of the operation. Occupancy refers to the number of guests staying in the room, often directly referred to as occupant. This metric is essential for the hospitality industry as it provides insights into how effectively a property is utilizing its available space. Higher occupancy rate indicates a greater number of guests, which can lead to increased revenue and operational efficiency. For hotels, tracking occupancy helps inform staffing decisions, pricing strategies, and marketing efforts. Statistics are vital for understanding performance metrics and making informed operational decisions in the hospitality industry. Key statistics includes occupancy rate, average daily rate, and revenue per available room. Occupancy rate, this is calculated by dividing the number of rooms sold by the total number of available rooms. It reflects the hotel ability to attract guests, and it's essential for assessing demand and operational efficiency. Average daily rate is determined by dividing total room revenue by the number of rooms sold. These statistics indicate the average price guests are paying for their stay and help in pricing strategies and revenue management.
Occupancy statistics refer to the measurement of the utilization rate of available spaces within a facility, such as hotel rooms, office spaces, or apartments, over a given period. In the hospitality industry, for example, occupancy statistics are crucial for understanding how efficiently a hotel is filling its rooms. The occupancy rate is calculated by dividing the number of rooms occupied by the total number of available, and rooms is expressed as a percentage. For instance, if a hotel has 100 rooms and 80 of them are occupied on a given night, the occupancy rate would be 80%. This statistic helps hotel managers make strategic decisions regarding pricing, marketing, and resource allocation. A high occupancy rate often indicates strong demand and good performance, while a low rate could signal the need for better promotions or service improvements. Occupancy statistics are also essentials for forecasting, budgeting, and assessing the profitability of an operation, making them a key metric for business success. The percentage of occupancy formula is a simple way to calculate how efficiently the rooms in a hotel or similar establishment are being utilized. It helps determine what percentage of available rooms are currently being occupied by guests. Here's how to explain it. So, this formula divides the number of rooms that are occupied by the total number of rooms available in the establishment. Multiplying by 100 converts this ratio in a percentage. Example, so let's assume the hotel has 800 total rooms available and 480 are currently occupied by guests. By applying the formula, 400 divided by 100 is equals to 0.6. To express this as a percentage, 0.6 times 100 is equals to 60%. Thus, the occupancy percentage is 60%. This means that 60% of the total rooms in the hotel are occupied, while 40% remain unoccupied. Here's another example using the percentage of occupancy formula. So the rooms occupied is 375. Then the total rooms available is 900. So 900 divided by 375 is equals to 0.4166. Converting to percentage, 0.4166 times 100 is equals to 41.66%. If 375 rooms are occupied out of 900 total rooms available on a given day, the occupancy percentage is 41.66%. This means that a little over 41% of the hotel's rooms are filled, while nearly 59% are still unoccupied. This metric can help the hotel understand the current demand for rooms and make decisions about pricing, promotions, or resource allocation to improve occupancy.
So for hotel revenue statistic, it indicates the profitability of the rooms sold on the day of operation. This is reflected in the daily room rate of the room. There may be some rooms which are less popular but more profitable because the cost is low, yet they can be sold at higher prices. This is the example of hotel rooms that has a low cost yet they can be sold at higher prices. For example, during peak season or high demand events such as conferences or holiday season, the hotel may increase the price of even these less popular rooms. Guests needing a place to stay may be willing to pay the higher price due to limited availability. Even though the room itself is cheaper for the hotel to maintain. For example, during holiday season, Christmas, maraming mga tao ang nagbabakasyon at isa sa mga hinahanap nila sa kanilang pagbabakasyon ay ang kanilang tutuluyan. Isa to sa nagiging way o nagiging rason ng mga hotel para itaas ang kanilang room rates dahil alam nila during this season is maraming naghahanap ng pag-i-stayan ang mga tao. So why hotel revenue statistic is important? These statistics are crucial because they help hotel managers optimize pricing strategies. By understanding which rooms yield the best returns, hotel can maximize profitability. Even with less in-demand rooms, in the competitive hospitality industry, leveraging this data is key to long-term success. So, average daily room rate is equal to total rooms revenue divided by total number of rooms sold. For example, yung mga hotel is may iba't ibang klase ng mga rooms. Family room, suite room, deluxe room. For example, itong 10,500, ito yung kinitan lahat ng family room. Ito yung total ng kinita ng family room sa isang hotel that day. May 15 rooms na na-sold that day. So, para makuha lang natin yung daily room rate o para malaman natin magkano nga ba yung isang araw para makapag-stay doon, i-divide lang natin kung magkano yung kinita at kung ilan yung nasa occupied that day. So, 10,500 divided by 15 is equal to 700 daily room rate. Ibig sabihin, para makapag-stay ka sa isang family room nun, ang kailangan mo bayaran is 700. Kung iisipin natin, sa mga high-end hotel, itong 700 is mababa or imposibleng magkaroon pa ng gantong rate sa isang high-end hotel. Siguro kadalasan sa mga may ganto is yung motel or mga iba't ibang staycation. Ang mga 3-star to 5-star hotel is kadalasan yung pinakamababa na nila ngayon is 3,000 and above. So, another example. For example, yung family room, yung total ng kinita niya that day is 225,000. And may 4 na rooms na occupied that day. So, i-divide lang natin siya para makita or malaman kung magkano nga ba yung daily room rate. So, 225,000 divided by 4 is equal to 56,250 daily room rate. It means 56,250 yung daily room rate ng isang family room. Ang kailangan mong bayaran para makapag-stay isang night doon is 56,250. So, for occupancy statistic, yung formula is rooms occupied divided by total rooms available. So, para makuha yung occupancy percentage, i-divide lang yung rooms occupied sa total rooms available. Ibig sabihin, yung total rooms available is kabuuan na yon. Kung ilang rooms yung available na yon sa isang hotel. So, for example, number 1, 190 rooms occupied. It means, sa 600 na rooms, 190 yun occupied. So, pag dinivide natin yun, makukuha natin kung ilang percentage yung na-book. So, for example, 190 divided by 600. It equals to 0.316666 yan. Or pag tinimes sa 100, 31.67%. Ibig sabihin, sa 600 na rooms, ang na-occupied is 190. And 31.67% yun ng 600. So, hotel revenue statistic. Yung formula is total rooms revenue divided by total number of rooms sold. So, as I mentioned earlier, merong iba't ibang klase ng room. Deluxe, suite, standard, family room. may iba't iba pa siyang tawag, depende sa mga hotel kung ano yung tawag nila. So, for example, 972,000 yung kinita ng deluxe room sa isang araw. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng mga deluxe room kumita ng total ng 972,000. And merong 36 room na na-occupied that day. So, i-divide lang natin siya, 972,000 divide 36 equals to 27,000. It means 27,000 ang daily room rate ng isang deluxe room. Isang araw, nagkakalaga ng 27,000 para makapag-stay ka sa isang deluxe room. So, ganun ang gagawin lang natin para makuha yung daily room rate ng isang room. And that's all. Thank you for listening.